Hello everyone, this is lesson number 83, HSK 5, and last lesson before we read the text. So let's repeat what we learned. Wei for something, guan bi to close, feng bi to seal something, da jia dao also could be with the fourth one, to contact, to have dealing with something, 日子 life, 充分 sufficient, fully, 令 to cause, to make the same as 是 Rang and Jiang, a lot of different words, similar word. 亲切 cordial, close, and dear 亲切 very intimate. 劳动 work, labor or to work, but usually with a physical work. 人 mean people, and 矛盾 contradiction or contradict. So first one for today is 浓 speak or dance, usually about, for example, very strong taste, concentrated. This cup of coffee has a very strong taste, making people remember it. 味道，这杯咖啡味道很浓，so it's very strong coffee, very strong, you say 味道 taste. 令人回味无穷 make people remember it. Interesting. Provide a meaningful afterthoughts. 回味无穷。无穷 unlimited. 这杯咖啡味道很浓，令人回味无穷。Aftertaste, food for thought. Come back for more. 回味无穷。In a quadrangle courtyard, trees are usually planted to create a dense green shade for the courtyard. 在四合院里，这四合院通常都会种一些树木，种 to plant some trees 树木，为院子创造 so in order to create 一片浓浓的绿荫。浓浓 very very thick 绿荫 green shade 什么意思？绿荫it's in but it's in it's a shadow but shadow from a tree. 林荫大道 green leafy trees form a pleasant shade. 绿树成荫 interesting. Okay. 在四合院里，通常 usually regular 通常都会种一些树木，为园子创造一片浓浓的绿荫。阴 as you remember from 阴阳的阴 so 太阳阴 or you could say woman but with a character grass on the top. Next one, Hubei, North China. I think it's not North China. Why? It's like China, but it's North. Right, North China. The climate in the North China region is usually relatively dry, with cold winters and hot summers. 华北地区 North region 地区的气候 climate 通常比较干燥 usually relatively 干燥 dry 干燥冬天很冷 so in the winter very cold 夏天很热 in the summer very hot very cold and very hot 华北地区的气候通常比较干燥 dry 干燥 更早造什么意思啊？Also this one. 枯燥，枯燥乏味。嗯，枯枯燥乏味。华北地区的气候通常比较干燥，冬天很冷，夏天很热。The quadrangle courtyard is a typical civilian dwelling in the North China region, and its architectural form has distinct local characteristic. So I think everything we know. 四合院是华北地区 North China 典型民居 residence 典型 classical typical classic. For example, classical. I think more typical, not classical. 典当 Why interesting. Pawnbroking, pawn shop, pawn 典当 OK. 即建筑形式 for architectural 形式 you said type or form 具有 to have possess 鲜明的地方特色 some local characteristic. This one interesting 鲜明 very distinctive very stark vivid. OK. 四合院是华北地区的典型民居 typical 典型其建筑形式 form 具有鲜明的地方特色。地方特色。Next one 建立 to build to create. Usually for schools created or was built at developed established. This school was built 10 years ago and has now developed into famous university. 这所学校所 measure word for schools for some buildings 是在11年前建立 was built 10 years ago. 现在 and now 已经发展 and now it's 已经发展 and already was developed 成为 to or developed into something and became 一所著名的大学 also the same measure 所著名大学popular university 这所学校是在10年前建立的现在已经发展成为一所著名的大学。In order to solve this problem, we established a dedicated project team. 为了解决这个问题 so in order to solve this problem, 我们建立了 established 一个专门的项目团队。项目 is a project 团队 team project team. 专门 is this specialized or dedicated devoted to a task or purpose 三副了工 dedicated 为了解决这个问题，我们建立了一个专门的项目团队。Next one, 理由 reason of something, or even cause of something. You must give me a sufficient reason before I will believe you. 你必须 must 给我一个充分的理由 sufficient reason or adequate reason. Right. 充分的理由我才会相信你 and only in that case 才 is like 就我才more or less the same. 会相信你 will believe you. 你必须给我一个充分的理由，我才会相信你。She doesn't answer my calls, and I have many reasons to see her, but she keeps refusing me. 她不接我的电话，接 to pick up answer， 不接我的电话 my calls。我有很多理由去看她 and I have a lot of reasons to go to see her. 但她一直 but she constantly 拒绝我 refuse 拒绝我 reject say no。她不接我的电话，我有很多理由去看她，但她一直拒绝我。Next one, 屋子 house or room. The balcony of this room is very large, and you can plant many flowers and plants. 这间屋子 so this house 不是这间屋子的阳台 so balcony of this house 阳台 balcony 很大 is very big 可以种很多花花草草 so, and you can plant a lot of flowers and plants 花花草草这间屋子的阳台很大可以种很多花花草草。The glass wall on this room is very special, making the room look very bright. 这间屋子的玻璃是玻璃。Right, it's not a second tone. It's in zero. 玻璃。这间屋子的玻璃墙很特别 so 墙 it's a wall 玻璃 it's a glass wall很特别 is very unique glass glass 对 glass 令屋子 and made this room 看起来 to looks like 非常明亮 very bright 明亮 bright luminous clear shining and 间 measure word for rooms 这间屋子的玻璃墙很特别令屋子看起来非常明亮。Next one, 卧室 bedroom. As you can see, this one 屋子 this one 卧室 bedroom. There is a big bed in my bedroom, and it's very comfortable to sleep on. 我的卧室里有一张很大的床 very big bedroom. Very big bed in my bedroom. And 张 measure word for bed. 睡在上面很舒服 and sleep on it very comfortable 很舒服不是束缚舒服我的卧室里有一张很大的床睡在上面很舒服 Every unit in this apartment has a bedroom and living room 公寓里的每一套 so in this apartment 公寓 apartment house property flat condo condominium loft 公寓里的每一套单元every unit in this apartment 套单元都具备 have 一间卧室和一间 客厅，客厅 it's a kitchen 啊，不是 living room 客 because 客 it's a guest。客厅 the room for guests living room living area sitting room parlor lounge。公寓里的每一套，我有些每一个一套单元都具备一间卧室和一间客厅。Next one, 阳台 balcony. She usually likes to sunbath on the balcony and appreciate the scenery outside. 她通常 usually 喜欢在阳台上 on a balcony 阳台上晒太阳。晒 you can say to sunbath. You shine sunbath. Because 太阳 is the sun, but 晒 it's to dry also to stay on the sun. Right, 晒太阳 to sunbath. 欣赏 and enjoy appreciate 欣赏外面的风景 outside scenery 外面的风景。欣赏 enjoy appreciate admire。他通常喜欢在阳台上晒太阳。As you can see, this one and this one is the same. 欣赏外面的风景。The balcony of this apartment is very large, and you can plant many flowers and plants, creating a warm atmosphere. 这间公寓的阳台很大。So this balcony, this公寓 apartment of this balcony of this apartment. So the balcony belongs to this apartment. 这间公寓的阳台很大，可以种很多花花草草。You can plant a lot of different flowers and create 创造出一种温馨的气氛 is atmosphere 温馨 very warm cozy welcoming 温馨这间公寓的阳台很大，可以种很多花花草草，创造出一种温馨的气氛。Next one, 台阶 steps 台阶 ladder steps level door step staircase staircase also 绕台阶下。He repeatedly walked on these steps on those steps as if he were thinking about something. So 他一再 repeatedly 一再重复 also this one is all repeatedly 一再重复的走着那段台阶 walked on those steps 那段台阶 one measure word for these steps 仿佛 as if 仿佛 as so 在思考着什么在 is like right now 思考着 thinking so this one is also thinking about something 什么他一再重复的走着那段台阶仿佛在思考着什么 There is a railing next to the steps which provides safety protection for people 台阶的旁边有一个栏杆 So on the steps there is a 旁边有 there is a 栏杆 railing 台阶的旁边有一个栏杆，为人们提供了 and for people provide 安全保障 safe protection 保障. I think 保障 is also 保. Like it's like a security protection assurance. Assurance. 台阶的旁边有一个栏杆，为人们提供了安全保障。Next one, 墙 wall. The walls of this room were painted white, making the room look brighter. 这间屋子的墙 of this walls in this 是墙 wall. Walls in this room 被漆成了白色 white. 被 was 漆成 was painted because 漆 is to paint. To paint into a color something. But just 漆 has a lot of meanings. And 漆 paint like you're painting. 漆黑，漆黑的夜晚。墙的被漆成了白色，令房间 and make this room 看起来更加明亮 ，made it even more brighter because of this white paint，更加 even more 明亮 bright。这间屋子的墙被漆成了白色，令房间看起来更加明亮。The glass window on this wall is very big and you can appreciate the scenery outside. 墙上的玻璃窗很大。So on the wall there is a glass window on the wall. 墙上的玻璃窗 glass window 玻璃窗 window 很大 is very big. 可以欣赏到 and you can admire 外面的风景 outside scenery 外面的风景。墙上的玻璃窗很大，可以欣赏到外面的风景。Next one, 玻璃 glass. This piece of glass is very thick and you can effectively isolate noise. As you can see, li here is just for pronunciation. And I think P. I think it's from P for the P. On the right side. P, the right P, but I think it's not happen. Okay. 隔离 to isolate something. 隔离。隔离。Right, to isolate quarantine period, for example. 隔离期。这块玻璃很厚。So this quite piece of glass is very thick, 厚。可以有效隔离噪音。So can effectively 有效隔离 to isolate 噪音 noise 噪音 noise sound okay 这块玻璃很厚可以有效隔离噪音 Next one, he accidentally dropped the glass cup on the ground and the glass was smashed to pieces. 粉碎 to smash. 他不小心 so accidentally, not intentionally, 把玻璃 take the glass you can say and 玻璃杯 the glass cup 掉了在地上 I think it's in the reverse order 掉了在地上 on the ground 掉 to throw to drop something 玻璃杯摔得粉碎 and 摔 it's to fall and No, it's to not to fall. It's to fall and fall how fall, and as a result was broke into pieces. Feng shui, crash, smash. 玻璃的 smashed into pieces. I think try to fall, feng shui is just into pieces. 他不小心把玻璃杯掉在了地上。玻璃杯摔得粉碎。Next one, 宿舍 dormitory. 宿舍 hostel, dormitory, accommodation, quarter. University students usually live in dormitories and live with their classmates. 大学生通常都住在宿舍里。So they usually lived in dormitory, 在宿舍里和同学一起生活 and they with classmates together live 一起生活。大学生通常都住在宿舍里和同学一起生活。Next one, after graduation, we had to leave the dormitory. We had lived in for 4 years, which made people feel very reluctant to part. 毕业后 after graduation, 我们不得不 we have no choice but or we cannot help. we no way we has to 不得不离开 to leave 住了4年的宿舍 where I lived for 4 years dormitory 4年的宿舍令人 and it's made people 倍感不适 not reluctant we're reluctant to apart 倍感不适 to not let go not let go 不适 Oh, this one 让人不适 to make people cannot to leave each other reluctant not wanting to do something or acting without eagerness keen desire or enthusiasm readiness to act without delay OK 毕业后我们不得不离开住了4年的宿舍令人倍感不适倍感什么意思 feeling right or really feeling not just feel you can say next one 公寓 apartment house house they live a lot of people a lot of apartments this apartment building has perfect property services which provides a lot of convenience for residents 这栋公寓 so 栋 measure word for some buildings 栋这栋公寓楼 or building 东公寓楼具备 has 完善的物业服务，完善 perfect 服务 service，物业 property，物业属 property services，物业费，物业管理，logistic industry，物流业，物流，物流，物流公司。为居民提供了 and for people，提供了 provided 很多便利 a lot of convenience 很多便利。这栋公寓楼具备完善的物业服务，为居民提供了很多便利。 Okay. For people, provide 提供了很多便利 a lot of convenience. In the Beijing North China region, people usually like to live in a quadrangle courtyards, while they don't like to live in apartment. 在北京华北地区 in the North China region, 北京华北地区 in the Beijing North China, OK， 人们通常 usually 喜欢住四合院 live in 四合院。however, however 不喜欢住公寓 not they don't like to live in apartments。在北京华北地区，人们通常喜欢住四合院，而且住 or 住在 is also possible，则不喜欢住公寓 ，but not in apartment。Next one, 单元 residential unit. So it's a model celled element releases. Where people live while studying, used for living purposes. Okay. This building has a total of 20 units, and each unit has 2 families. 这栋楼 so building 栋 measure 一共有 so in general total 一共有20个单元 20 units 20个单元每个单元 so every unit 有两户人家 has a 2 families 两户 also families 2 households 2 families 两户人家都是什么一户人家比不上人家关系 is a connection. OK， 这栋楼一共有20个单元，每个单元有两户人家。Living in a unit next door, you can deal with your neighbors, which make life become cordial. 隔壁 next door， 住在隔壁的单元里 ，so live in next unit next door，隔壁的单元里可以和邻居们 ，you can with neighbors， 邻居 neighbor， 打交道 interact or can deal with your neighbors， 令生活变得亲切起来 and make life become 变得亲切起来 more intimate，more cordial，more kindly between them。住在隔壁的单元里，可以和邻居们打交道，令生活变得亲切起来。Next one， 隔壁 next door， because 隔 is to interval isolation is 隔离 just so to isolate. B is like a wall cliff 隔壁。Let's see. 壁灯壁花。An old grandma who is very cordial lives next door to my house, and she often makes delicious food for me. 我家的隔壁 so my home next to my home, next door 住着一个非常亲切的老奶奶 old grandma, old lady that very intimate, very cordial, 非常亲切。 她经常给我做好吃的 and she often give for me to eat something good. 给我做 so for me cooking something good. Make delicious food for me. 给我做好吃的东西 you can say. 我家的隔壁住着一个非常亲切的老奶奶，她经常给我做好吃的，做好吃的。I often deal with the neighbor next door, and the relationship between us is very close. 我和隔壁的邻居 so with the next door neighbor, 隔壁的邻居经常打交道 often interact with him. 打交道，我们之间的关系 so our relationship between us 之间的关系非常亲切 is very close, very intimate. 我和隔壁的邻居经常打交道，我们之间的关系非常亲切。Next one, 大厦 large building. Large building with a lot of units. Mansion, building, complex, block, skyscraper. A lot of floors and very big. This large building is the tallest building in the city and representative of the city. 这座大厦 the also measure word for buildings. 这座大厦是这个城市最高的建筑 is the most highest building 建筑 architecture 建筑 building construction 是这个城市的代表 it's a 代表 representative behalf of the city 城市的代表。这座大厦是这个城市最高的建筑，是这个城市的代表。This large building has multiple functions, including offices and shopping center and restaurant. 这座大厦具备 so this tall building 具备include or have possessed right 多种功能 a lot of different functions. This large building has multiple functions. 这座大厦具备多种功能，包括 including 办公室 office、购物中心 shopping center shopping mall、购物 to buy some things 中心 center 和餐厅 and restaurant。这座大厦具备多种功能，包括办公室、购物中心和餐厅。哇，中心不是中。I think it's fourth one. I think it's first one. Right, it's 中心，不是中心。Next one, 广场 square. 广 is white, 场 is some place, some field you can say. The square was crowded with people who were appreciating the artistic performance. 广场上挤满了人民。Interesting. On the square, 广场上挤满了 full of. 挤满 to be full of something. Crowded, jam-packed. 车里挤满了人 The car was full of people. 挤满了人民，他们在欣赏艺术 so 欣赏 appreciating 艺术表演 artistic performance 艺术表演 performance。广场上挤满了人民，他们在欣赏艺术表演。在欣赏 is enjoying, appreciating is It continues. There is a large square in front of this large building, which can accommodate tens of thousands people. 这座大厦的前面 So in front of this large building 有一个很大的广场 A big square 可以容纳上万人 Wow, this is interesting. 容纳 to accommodate. Accommodate. 万人 a lot of people. 容纳 to include accommodate, hold, house, fit. Fit. Host also. Accommodate. What? Accommodate. To provide space or room for something or someone. Accommodate. 这座大厦的前面有一个很大的广场，可以容纳上万人 10,000 people. Or here is just a lot of people, thousands of people. Next one, 特色 characteristic. 特色 some unique point, feature, specialty, signature. 特色 characteristic. And this special dish of this restaurant is roasted duck, and the taste is very good. 这家餐厅的特色菜 special dish 特色菜是烤鸭 cow is roast 鸭 duck 烤鸭非常好味道非常好 and taste very good 这家餐厅的特色菜是烤鸭味道非常好 The characteristic of this building is its roof, which looks like a huge hat. 这座建筑的特色 So the special thing in this building 建筑的特色是它的屋顶 is a roof, rooftop 屋顶屋顶它看起来 She looks like 像一个巨大的帽子像 like 一个 big or large 一个巨大的帽子 huge hat 这座建筑的特色是它的屋顶它看起来像一个巨大的帽子 And last one 欣赏 to admire, to appreciate some pictures, some enjoy something I like to appreciate classical music It makes me feel relaxed and peaceful Feel thankful for something, understand the full importance of the situation. 古典 classical 古典放松 to relax. 我喜欢欣赏古典音乐 So I like to enjoy classical music. 古典音乐它令我 So it makes me 感到 to feel 放松和平静 relaxed and peaceful 放松和平静我喜欢欣赏古典音乐它令我感到放松和平静 The children in the kindergarten admired the teacher's performance and applauded for the teacher 孩子们在幼儿园里 So children in the kindergarten 欣赏 admired 老师的表演 teacher's performance Being and moreover 为老师鼓掌 and for the teacher 鼓掌 to applaud 鼓掌 孩子们在幼儿园里欣赏老师的表演，并为老师鼓掌。鼓掌鼓 is to drum. Drum it's a hand, you can say, to drum hand. Applaud. We can give it up, cheer it, clap. And let's repeat what we learned today. First one, 农 thick or dense. 华北 North China. 建立 to build, to create. 理由 reason. 屋子 house or room. 卧室 bedroom. 阳台 balcony. Of terrace veranda. Deck sun deck. 台阶 steps. 墙 wall. 玻璃 glass. 宿舍 dormitory. Or hostel, sometimes accommodation, dorm, housing, lodging. 宿舍公寓 apartment house. 单元 residential unit. 隔壁 next door. 大厦 large building. 广场 square. 特色 characteristic. And 欣赏 to admire. This 特色 is, I think, more usually as a special something. Specialty, signature feature of something. 欣赏 to admire, to appreciate something. And we also have two new idioms for today because next we will listen text. 自给自足拔苗助长 to spoil things by being over hasty. 拔苗助长跋山涉水 to travel over mountains and river. 跋山涉水 Next one, to adopt an original approach. 别出心裁 This idiom describes a creative and original idea or method that is different from the conventional ones. 别 other different, 出 to produce, to emerge, 心 heart, mind, 裁 to cut, to tailor. But 裁 is also has a meaning of style. I think here is a style. His design adopted an original adopt legally take formally accept or approve something official. Take up and practice as one's own. Adopt, some people also could be. 他的设计 so his design 别出心裁 adopted an original approach, so to create something very new, ingenious, inventive, fantastic, creative, imaginative. 独具一格 and was unique. 独具一格 is also idiom. Be in a class by itself, be of a generous distinct from all other. 独具一格 unique. 让人眼尖一亮 and made people's eyes light up. 眼前 in front of us, 一亮 to light something. Eyes light up, made me excited. 它的设计别出心裁，独具一格，让人眼前一亮。Okay, 别出心裁。And also we have this one, not be comparable with. 不可同日而语。Wow, interesting. This idiom is used to show a significant difference between two things, often one being much better than the other, and that they cannot be spoken of in the same context. 不可 cannot, 同 the same, 日 they are, but 语 to speak. Interesting. 不可同日而语。 Today's China is not comparable with the China of several decades ago. Decades.现在的中国 now's China 和几十年前 with a few decades ago 几十年前的中国不可同日而语。同日而语 pales into significance does not necessary. There is no comparison. 现在的中国和几十年前的中国不可同日而语。不可同日而语。Okay, and remember 别出心裁。And see you next one.